Excuse me. Can you help me with the check-in process? I'm a bit confused.
Of course. I'll be happy to assist. Do you have your ticket and passport ready?
Yes, here they are. I've never done this before. What should I do next?
No worries. First, we'll weigh your luggage. Make sure it meets the airline's weight limit.
Got it. Is there a scale here?
Right over there. Put your suitcase on it, please.
Okay, it says 20 kilograms. Is that okay?
Perfect. Now, I'll print your boarding pass. Do you have a preference for your seat?
A window seat, please. I enjoy the view.
Noted. Here's your boarding pass. Now, we'll need to check your carry-on at the gate.
Why is that?
Limited space in the cabin. It ensures a smooth boarding process.
I see.
Right after this counter, follow the signs to security. They'll check your belongings and scan your boarding pass.
Great, thank you. What's next after security?
Head to the departure gate. You can find it on your boarding pass. Boarding typically begins 30 minutes before the flight.
Excellent. I have some time. What about snacks?
You can grab snacks at the shops here.
Good tip. What about my laptop? Should I take it out at security?
Yes, electronics go in a separate bin. Take off your shoes, too. It speeds up the process.
I'll remember that. Anything else I should know?
Just arrive at the gate on time. They announce boarding by rows. Listen for your row number.
Sounds straightforward. I appreciate your help.
Check the information boards. They show flight details and boarding times.
Will do. Thank you.
Excuse me, do you know when Flight 567 to New York departs?
Let me check. It leaves at 3:45 p.m. from Gate 12.
Perfect. What about the arrival time?
The estimated arrival is around 7:30 p.m. local time.
Great. Can you confirm the gate for arrival?
It should be Gate 8, but always check the display screens for updates.
Got it. Do you recommend arriving early?
Yes, at least 2 hours before departure for international flights.
Any tips for a smooth check-in process?
Online check-in is convenient. Also, ensure your luggage meets the weight limit.
Good to know. How about security procedures?
Remove your belt and shoes, put electronics in a separate bin, and follow the signs.
Thanks. Is there a lounge for passengers?
Yes, after security, there's a lounge where you can relax and grab snacks.
Excellent. What if my flight is delayed?
Check the information screens regularly, and announcements will be made.
What if I miss the flight?
Head to the airline's counter. They'll assist you with rebooking.
How about connecting flights?
Check your boarding pass for the gate number and follow the signs.
And if I have a long layover?
Explore the airport or relax in the lounges. Some airports offer tours too.
Nice. How do I find my baggage claim?
It's usually near the arrival gates. Look for signs or ask airport staff.
What if my luggage is lost?
Go to the airline's baggage service counter. They'll assist you in locating it.
Thank you. Is there a shuttle to the city?
Yes, there are shuttles, taxis, and sometimes public transportation options.
Any recommended apps for travel updates?
Download the airline's app for real-time updates on your flight status.
Good tip. What if I need medical assistance?
Every airport has a medical center. Ask airport staff for directions.
Is there Wi-Fi in the airport?
Most airports offer free Wi-Fi. Look for the network name in the terminal.
Perfect. I think I'm ready. Thanks for the advice.
You're welcome. Safe travels. If you have more questions, feel free to ask.
Hi, excuse me. Can you tell me about airport security?
Of course. Airport security is crucial for everyone's safety. First, remove your belt and shoes.
Okay, got it. Anything else?
Yes, put your belongings in a bin for X-ray screening. Laptops and liquids must be separated.
Separate laptop and liquids. Got it. Are there any restrictions on the liquids?
Yes, liquids must be in containers of 100 milliliters or less and placed in a clear, resealable plastic bag.
Understood. What about food?
Food is generally allowed, but it's best to check specific rules. Snacks and sandwiches are usually fine.
Good to know. How about electronic devices?
Place them in a separate bin. This includes laptops, tablets, cameras, and even large smartphones.
Clear. And what about personal items like wallets and keys?
Keep those in your pockets or a small bag. They usually don't need to go in the bin.
All right. What's the deal with body scanners?
Body scanners are safe. They detect any hidden items without physical contact. Just follow the instructions from the security staff.
Got it. Anything else to keep in mind?
Be prepared to remove your jacket or outer layers for a quick check. And empty your pockets of any loose items.
Will do. Are there any specific rules for shoes?
Shoes go through the X-ray machine. Some airports may ask you to remove them, so be ready for that.
Thanks for the heads up. How about medications?
Keep medications in their original packaging. It's helpful to have a doctor's note or prescription, especially for liquid medications.
That's good advice. How early should I arrive at the security checkpoint?
Aim for at least 2 hours before your flight for international trips. Domestic flights usually require less time.
I'll remember that. Can I bring a water bottle?
Empty water bottles are fine. You can refill them after passing through security. Stay hydrated.
Great. Any last-minute tips for a smooth experience?
Stay organized. Have your boarding pass and ID ready. Follow the instructions of the security officers, and you'll breeze through.
Thanks a lot for the guidance. I feel more prepared now.
You're welcome. Safe travels. If you have more questions, don't hesitate to ask.
I appreciate it.
Hi, excuse me. I'm a bit confused about boarding. Could you explain the procedure and what I should do with my boarding pass?
Of course. Boarding is the process of passengers getting on the airplane. Your boarding pass has important information.
Got it. What's the first step?
Check the departure gate on your boarding pass. Follow the signs to that gate and arrive there on time.
And then?
They usually board by rows or groups. Listen for announcements or check the display screens for your boarding information.
Should I have my ID ready?
Yes, along with your boarding pass. Have them accessible for the security check and when boarding the plane.
What if I have a connecting flight?
Look for information on your next boarding gate. You might need to go through security again, depending on the airport.
So, I won't stay on the plane?
Right. Get off, find your connecting gate, and follow the boarding procedure for the next flight.
What about carry-on bags?
Keep them small and make sure they fit in the overhead bins or under the seat in front of you. Follow the airline's guidelines.
Should I board early?
If you have a specific seat assignment, boarding early can be helpful. Otherwise, follow the instructions given for your row or group.
And if I miss my boarding time?
Check with the airline staff at the gate. They'll guide you on the next steps, which might include rebooking on a later flight.
Good to know. How do I find my seat?
Your boarding pass will have your seat number and row. Check the seat map near the entrance for assistance.
Can I change my seat?
It's possible, but it depends on availability. Ask the flight attendants once you're on board.
What if I have a mobile boarding pass?
Just make sure your phone is charged. You'll scan the digital boarding pass at security in the gate.
Can I print my boarding pass at the airport?
Some airports have self-service kiosks for printing boarding passes. Check near the check-in counters.
Do I need to keep my boarding pass during the flight?
It's a good idea to keep it handy during the flight in case the flight attendants need to check it.
Thanks for the guidance. Anything else I should be aware of?
Pay attention to announcements, and don't hesitate to ask airport or airline staff if you have any questions. Safe travels.
I appreciate your help.
Hi, I'm curious about the flight details. How long is the flight, and are there any layovers?
The flight is approximately 8 hours non-stop. No layovers, direct to our destination.
Great. Anything I should know about in-flight services?
They provide meals, and there's an entertainment system on the plane. You can bring personal devices too.
How about legroom and seats?
Standard legroom, and you can choose your seat when checking in online. Consider booking a preferred seat for extra comfort.
Are there any restrictions on luggage?
Economy class allows 1 carry-on and 1 checked bag. Be mindful of weight limits, and check with the airline for specifics.
What about security checks at the airport?
Standard security procedures. Remove your belt, shoes, and follow the signs. Laptops and liquids go in a separate bin.
Good to know. How early should we arrive at the airport?
International flights recommend arriving at least 3 hours before departure. Domestic flights usually 2 hours.
And the time zone difference at our destination?
It's a 5-hour time difference. Adjust your watch and try to adapt to the new time zone during the flight.
Will there be Wi-Fi on the plane?
Some airlines offer in-flight Wi-Fi for purchase. Check with the crew once on board for the availability and cost.
How about sleeping during the flight?
It's a personal preference. Bring a neck pillow and an eye mask if you plan to sleep. Also, stay hydrated.
What if there's turbulence?
Turbulence is normal. Keep your seatbelt fastened, and follow the crew's instructions. It's usually short-lived.
Any tips for dealing with jet lag?
Stay hydrated, get sunlight at your destination, and adjust your sleeping schedule before the flight if possible. It helps ease the transition.
Speaking of which, are there any time zones we'll be crossing?
No, the flight is direct. We'll remain in the same time zone throughout.
How's the weather at our destination?
Check the weather forecast closer to the departure date. Pack accordingly for the climate at our final destination.
Can I bring snacks on the plane?
Absolutely. Pack some snacks for the flight. Just be mindful of any restrictions on fresh fruits or liquids.
What's the currency at our destination?
The local currency is the euro. You can exchange currency at the airport or use ATMs at our destination.
Is there public transportation from the airport?
Yes, There are buses and trains available. Taxis and ride-sharing services are also convenient for getting to the city.
Any must-visit places or activities at our destination?
Check travel guides for recommendations. Explore local landmarks, try authentic cuisine, and immerse yourself in the culture.
Are there any travel restrictions or health precautions at our destination?
Check the latest travel advisories and health guidelines. Some places may have specific entry requirements or health protocols.
Thanks for the info. Anything else I should be aware of?
Just enjoy the journey and the experience. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask. Safe travels.
Excuse me, I'm looking for the departure gates. Could you tell me where to find them?
Sure. Follow the signs to the departure area. You'll find the gates there. Need help with anything else?
Thanks. By the way, where's the nearest restroom?
Just around the corner. Follow the restroom signs, and you'll see them. Anything else you need assistance with?
Thank you. Can you recommend a good place to grab a quick bite around here?
Definitely. There's a cafe near Gate 15. They offer sandwiches and coffee. It's a convenient spot before your flight.
Perfect. How about charging stations for my devices?
There are charging stations throughout the terminal. Check near the gates or in the waiting areas. Your devices will be charged up in no time.
Thanks. I'm also looking for the lost and found. Any idea where that is?
Head to the information desk near the entrance. They'll guide you to the lost and found. Hope you find what you're looking for.
Appreciate it. Is there a shuttle service to the parking lot?
Yes, there's a shuttle just outside the terminal. Follow the signs to the parking area, and you'll find the shuttle stop. It's a short ride.
Good to know. How about the currency exchange?
The currency exchange is near the international arrivals. Look for the exchange office with the currency symbols. They offer fair rates.
Thanks. One more thing. Where's the nearest information desk?
The main information desk is in the center of the terminal. Look for the large sign with an eye on it. They can assist with any queries.
Got it. Do you know if there's a pharmacy in the airport?
Yes, there's a pharmacy near the baggage claim area. You can get basic medical supplies and over-the-counter medications there.
Thanks a bunch. I have some time before my flight. Any interesting shops or bookstores you'd recommend?
Absolutely. There's a bookstore near Gate 20 with a variety of books and magazines. Take a stroll, and you might find something interesting.
Great suggestion. How about a quiet spot to sit and relax?
Head to the quiet seating area near the windows. It's less crowded, and you can enjoy a peaceful moment before your flight.
Perfect. By the way, is there a play area for kids?
Yes, there's a play area near the food court. Look for the signs with children's symbols. It's a nice spot for families.
Thanks for the advice. It's been really helpful. Have a great day.
You're welcome. Safe travels and have a wonderful day too.
Excuse me, how can I get to the city center from the airport?
You have a few options. There's a shuttle bus, a taxi stand just outside, or you can use the train.
Which is the fastest?
The fastest would be a taxi. It's more convenient if you have luggage. The shuttle bus is a good option too, and the train is cost-effective.
Are taxis readily available?
Yes, the taxi stand is right outside the terminal. You won't have trouble finding one. Just follow the signs.
How much does a taxi usually cost?
It depends on the distance, but it's around $30 to $40 to the city center. Make sure the meter is running.
Got it. Is the shuttle bus affordable?
Yes, it's a budget-friendly option. The shuttle stop is just outside. You can buy tickets at the counter or sometimes directly from the driver.
How often does the shuttle run?
The shuttle runs every 30 minutes. Check the schedule near the stop or ask at the information desk for the latest timings.
And what about the train?
The train is a good option if you prefer public transportation. The station is a short walk from the terminal. Trains run regularly.
Is the train station easy to find?
Follow the signs to the train station. It's well marked, and you can always ask for directions if needed. The airport is well connected.
How much is the train ticket?
Train tickets are usually under $10, making it a cost-effective choice. You can purchase them at the station or sometimes online in advance.
That sounds reasonable. How long does the train journey take?
The train ride to the city center takes about 25 minutes. It's a comfortable and scenic route. Check the schedule for any delays.
Thanks for the info. One more thing, are there ride-sharing services like Uber here?
Yes, ride-sharing services operate at the airport. You can use apps like Uber or Lyft. The pickup area is usually well marked.
Good to know. Is it necessary to tip the drivers?
Tipping is appreciated but not mandatory. You can round up the fare or tip around 10 to 15%.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. How about returning to the airport from the city?
You can use the same transportation options. Taxis, shuttle buses, and trains are available from the city to the airport. Plan accordingly based on your schedule and preferences.
Do you need to book transportation in advance?
For taxis and ride-sharing services, you can book on the spot. Shuttle buses usually have regular departures. Trains may have online bookings available.
Great. Is there anything else I should be aware of regarding transportation?
Be mindful of your schedule, especially for the return trip. Traffic can vary, so plan ahead to ensure you reach the airport with ample time for check-in and security.
Thanks for the advice. I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions or need assistance, feel free to ask. Have a smooth journey.
Excuse me, I lost my bag. Where can I report it?
I'm sorry to hear that. Head to the Lost and Found near the baggage claim. They'll assist you in filling out a report.
How long does it usually take to find lost items?
The process varies, but they try to locate items within 24 hours. It's helpful if you provide detailed information about the bag and its contents.
Will they contact me if they find it?
Yes, they'll contact you using the information you provide in the report. Make sure to provide a reliable phone number and email address.
What if I don't hear from them?
If you don't hear within a day or two, it's advisable to follow up with them. Sometimes, it takes a bit longer to process and locate items.
Is there a fee for retrieving lost items?
There might be a small fee, especially if they had to ship the item to you. It's best to inquire about any fees when you report the lost item.
What if I lost something on the plane?
For items lost on the plane, contact the airline directly. They have their own lost and found service for in-flight belongings.
How do I contact the airline?
Look for the airline's customer service desk in the terminal. They can guide you on the process for reporting and retrieving items lost during the flight.
Are there any specific details I should provide when reporting a lost item?
Be as specific as possible. Describe the color, brand, and any unique features of the bag. List the items inside and where you last had it.
Can I report a lost item online?
Some airports and airlines offer online reporting for lost items. Check their official websites or contact them through social media for more information.
What if my lost item is valuable?
If your item is valuable, let the lost and found staff know. They may have a separate process for handling valuable items to ensure their safe return.
Can I check the lost and found status online?
Many airports have an online system to check the status of lost items. You can enter your report number or details to see if your item has been found.
Is there anything else I can do to increase the chances of finding my lost item?
Keep checking with the lost and found regularly. Sometimes, items are located after a few days. Providing detailed information initially is crucial.
Are there any specific hours for the lost and found?
Lost and found offices usually operate during regular airport hours. Check the airport's website or contact them directly for the specific hours of operation.